Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Blevin Robinson with West Coast Cajun Cuisine, and today's video, my version of a Salisbury steak. It's basically just a hamburger patty cooked and then smothered down in some yummy gravy deliciousness. It's well, you'll see. Let's get on with this. Welcome to the channel, everyone. If this is your first time here and you're interested in learning how to cook authentic Cajun cuisine, comfort food, and even a dessert every now and then hit that subscription button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Now, Salisbury steak. I call it Salisbury steak because that's where I got the idea from. This is my version of it. It may not be authentic, Salisbury steak, but it's my take on the dish. If any of you ever caught my other videos and may have seen the smothered pork chops video, basically the same technique, just a few different ingredients, but you basically do the same thing except with hamburger patties. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to that recipe. Now here are the ingredients for this one. You can go ahead and pause it right here, or you can head over to westcoastcajun.com. The link will be in the description below, and download this recipe along with all the other recipes I have on the site. So the first thing we're going to do is get our ground meat and place it into a bowl and season it with 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and 2 teaspoons of hot sauce. And then we're going to add 1 egg and then a ½ cup of breadcrumbs to this. Then once we do that, we're just going to get down and dirty with our hands and start mixing. And I want to get this thoroughly mixed. And it took me about 2 minutes or so, and then I'm going to transfer it to a baking sheet. Then I just want to flatten this out, cover the whole sheet, and then I take a little Tupperware, probably about 3 inches in diameter. I'm just making little patties, and I'm going to continue to do this and transfer the patties over to another plate and do this until I use up all of the ground meat. And then from there, I'm going to place it into my Dutch oven here and cook these patties on each side, basically searing them. I'm not worried about this being cooked all the way through. I just want to get a good sear on each side, some nice color. And then once that's done, we're going to drain the grease. I want to leave all the nice yummy bits at the bottom. I'm going to add my butter, and then once my butter's melted, I'm going to add my flour, and we're basically making a roux. And we're going to stir this consistently, non-stop, until we get a nice dark chocolate color. And then from here, I'll add the vegetables, and then we're going to mix these vegetables around for about 10 minutes. I want to get them nice and soft, and then add the garlic. And I'm going to cook the garlic down to about another 2-3 minutes, and then from there add all the dry seasonings and herbs, and cook it down for another 2-3 minutes or so, and then add the chicken stock. This will be 2 cups of chicken stock. And I want to get this mixed in well, get it well incorporated, and bring it up to a boil. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And then once I get that in there, I'm going to give it a good mix, and then add my hamburger patties back. I want to make sure I get all these patties submerged into the gravy. I have quite a few of them. I have a big family. But once I get that done, I want to bring this down to a simmer. I'm going to cover it and cook it for about 1 hour, and check it every now and then to make sure nothing's sticking. After an hour, this is what we have. And look at that fogging up the lens there. But everything should be nice and tender. And we're going to plate it up with a vegetable, mashed potatoes, maybe a roll. This is what we have. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for sticking around. And I just want to remind you, if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscription button. Hit the notification bell so that you know when my other videos come out. And I also want to take this time out to remind you about the website. It's westcoastcajun.com. I'll leave a link below. You can find all my other recipes, videos there. You can download the recipes. There's other ways that you can actually support the channel, merchandise, different things like that. So go check it out. And next week, I have a special for you. I'm going to do New Orleans style barbecue shrimp. And if you don't know what that is, it's definitely not the type of, you get on your grill, barbecue sauce, the type of thing. It is shrimp cooked down in a savory, buttery garlic sauce. It's wonderful. But I had an opportunity to have a day to myself. No one was home, kids were out doing their thing, wife was out of town. So next episode is going to actually be in the kitchen, no voiceover, me in front of the camera cooking New Orleans style barbecue shrimp. So until then.